I know that it's a lousy try to explain the series in the bad video, but I want you to understand what I'm trying to say here. That Chernobyl is, in the same time, it's about the tragedy that happens in Pripyat, but it's also about how capitalistic system see itself, how capitalistic system rely itself and modern American government think about itself and the citizens of United States. It's not about the Soviet regime that was bad, that was tyrannic, that tens of millions of people died. It's a blatant propaganda that no normal historian is really believe, because it's just blatant bullshit, and people try to explain that numbers that in books like Archipelago Gulag or in other propagandist books is a lie. In the same time, they given the real numbers. They do not deny that there was terror, but in the same time, numbers and reasons of this terror was exaggerated to, I don't know, over the moon. And when you trying to look at Chernobyl as documentary, almost movie about the truth that was happened, let me tell you that right from the first seconds of the movie, creators lie to you. Lie because Legasov never make this tape. The scene about the cost of truth, etc., 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 this tape is lie. This tape has never existed. And therefore, from the beginning, creators trying to lie about how system was bad. In reality, Legasov protected the system. Legasov defended the system. He was apologist of our system of USSR in that period. And yet, they trying to lie right from the first seconds of the movie. Lying to you because you need to know that socialism is awful things and you need to be afraid of it. Because they simply killing people. They using people, and they bad people, those who rule the country in socialism. That's the pretty much all that Chernobyl is as a TV show, a piece of propaganda. While it brilliantly made, while it have a good screenplay, it have a good footage, and etc., they lie to you right from the get-go. Second important thing that showed in this TV series, that everyone drink vodka. During the period of restriction, prohibition of alcohol, selling of alcohol in Russia, everyone drinking vodka. Government bring vodka to people, forget and don't think and just do what they say. And they, I don't know, always drunk and etc. Everyone drinking vodka. Those Russians are drinking vodka every day. Not every day, every hour of the day. Because you can't work without vodka, right? Those stupid Russians drink vodka every day. In 1986, there was a prohibition of alcohol in whole Soviet Union. The same that was in United States during the 30s or 20s, I don't remember. The same thing happens. No one could buy vodka. And there was military, there was specialists, of course there was ministers and some government people, there was KGB agents, of course, because it's, the big object and strategic object. There was everyone, and you think that they really bring vodka in boxes, in big trucks to get people drunk. Really? Is that how it's supposed to look like during the prohibition of alcohol? Really? And it's not just a little thing that, the authors see this way or they don't know, etc. They recreate perfectly atmosphere of Soviet Union, and they just cannot know that there was a prohibition of alcohol as sale as usage. You cannot drink alcohol legally during that time in USSR. And yet, in every scene, everyone drink fucking vodka. Do you even try to drink vodka like whiskey from the glass? Warm vodka during the day. Do you even try it? Or try to drink a glass of vodka and work after this? Do you have this? And it's talking about, and it's absolutely 100% in this episode, and in this case, it is about American society, modern American society. Everyone drinks in every movie. And they wanted to show this Russian Ivan drinks vodka. That is why this tragedy happens. They showed Dyatlov, the man who is responsible for the tragedy, as some tyrannic despot that command people to do as he say. This never happens in reality in USSR. Yes, there was professionals and there was not very good professionals that reached high positions. But you just simply try to look for videos with Dyatlov, and you will understand that this man could not act this way. It's very, very modest man. It's very self-respected man. It's very respected man to his co-workers. But who cares, right? Who give a fuck about this? Let's show the tragedy. Let's show that those Russians are stupid and they scream at each other. In reality, that is why I want to make this video. This is how American people in charge see common people. You should do as I say, and if you do not do, you will be fired, you will be sent to another job that no one will care about you, and you're afraid of this. In Soviet Union you cannot be without job. They will find you job anyway. People was protected by the law. And this kind of relationships just cannot happen in collective that is working on such a strategic object and such a dangerous object. And never can happen in Soviet society because respect for each other was very, very big. You cannot understand it because all you know in the United States of America is how to use one another. Not how to work with one another, not how to respect one another, no, only how to use one another. And this is why I want to make this video. This TV series is about how American elite see common people, how they think they should treat people. If they want to, they can throw them out of helicopter. If they want to, they can fire them, and people will be afraid of this. Will be scared to get fired. And they drink every day, common people. And common people is just simply biorobots that if rich people or people in charge need it, they will send common people to death. It's not about Soviet Union, like, at all. Creators do not understand mentality of Russians during the Soviet period. There are always people who act bad. There are always people in charge who are assholes. I do not deny this. But how it showed in this TV series, it's just disrespectful. And how they show the city that was built only 7 years before, built from the scratch, city. And they shown that in hospitals, walls is sharpened and everything is gray and everything is dark. All is I don't know how it's. Everything is dirty, etc. That Legasov lived in some small apartment that is dirty and there is some dishes in the dishwasher. Come on, guys. He was almost one of the richest men in our country because he was academic. Academics gain such a ton of money that they simply cannot spend enough of the money. They just can't spend that much of money. He had 2 children and therefore he had 3-bedroom apartment. It was mandatory by government. If you have 2 children, you have 3-bedroom apartment. No matter if you academic or simple worker. It doesn't really matter. If you have 2 children, here you go. Each one have his own, 2-bedroom apartment. One main place in 2 bedrooms and the kitchen. 4 rooms apartment. 4 rooms in one apartment for family with 2 children. And it's just for basics. And Legasov was academic. He lived like a king in Soviet Union. And what they show you in this TV show, they showing you that Legasov lived in some small apartment that was dirty, etc. Really? Come on. And this is not a propaganda against Soviet Union, and this is not a propaganda against socialism. This is blatant propaganda. And there are a lot that I can talk about, but I just don't want to make this video too long. All you have to understand that you need to critically thinking about this, because this is all truth and this is all facts. It's almost documentary. It's a bullshit, almost blatant bullshit. This is absolutely 100% propaganda. How socialism is bad and how Soviet government was terrible and awful. But in reality, they're talking about themselves. How we, American elite, is bad and awful, and how we think, what we think about common citizens of United States. It's not about Soviet Union even. It's about how socialism is bad. It's about how common people are dirty, drinking, idiots that live in small flats, that live in dirt and sand, etc., etc., etc. And it's not even about truth-seeking. At all. They lie to you and lie to you and lie to you. You just can't understand this. You just can't see it. Even Russian people, so indoctrinated by modern propaganda that they believe that this is true, this is how it was. When the facts, when the people who was there telling that is blatant bullshit. Just simply bullshit. You must understand this. This is propaganda. And propaganda pointed not against socialism. Propaganda to create another enemy. Look, there's a communist, there's a commist, goddamn commist in our country, in USA. Let's kill them all because we need external enemy. We cannot invade in Iran. Let's create something else. Let's create socialism. Let's create another commist, another witch hunting for the commies. What the fuck are you talking about? You must be an idiot to believe this shit. I know that 90% of the people is idiot and will never understand what this TV show is about, but it's a piece of blatant propaganda. But this piece of propaganda against socialism in reality shows how American elite what American elites think about common people and about themselves. That they are the tyrants, that they make decisions, that they can say and order anything to common people and they will do it. And sad reality that they will do. Common people will do anything that elite will say. Because people too indoctrinated in the United States. And therefore, it's just about the modern state of American society. It's not even about really the Soviet Union, because almost all about relationships of the people, everyday routine, and relationships between party members and ministers and common people is got absolutely wrong, 100% wrong. There was never some point of disrespect. Everyone worked together as one nation, as one people. Everyone know that they have to prevent this tragedy to spread. And evacuation was made in historically shortest terms. In historically shortest terms. I don't know. This is just a piece of blatant propaganda that was shown for American people, so they be scared of socialism. This straw man of commies coming. Come on.